I have no idea if we're live or not. I suck at these things, but there you go. Cause Streamlabs says I'm live for 30 seconds, but nothing for YouTube Studio yet. Very strange. Oh. Okay, well YouTube says I'm live. That's weird, but my YouTube Studio doesn't say I'm live. Hi, Ink Films. What's up, man? Oh dear. Am I live, or does anyone hear me? Hello? World? Oh dear. Hi. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube Studio is just lagging right now. Da-da. Doesn't say I'm live yet, that's why it's weird. Am I live, or does anyone hear me? Hello? Sorry about that. Yeah, YouTube says I'm live. If I just go to the YouTube page, it says I'm live. So, weirdness. Yep. I don't need that. Streamlabs tells me my chat anyway, so all should be good. If there are any issues, people will tell me. Boop-a-doop. Sorry, just setting some things up quick. Wait, was there no thumbnail? Dang it, now I'm concerned. I spent all my time making a thumbnail. Oh, I did make a thumbnail, I didn't show it. Alright, forgive me. I have to figure things out for a minute. Can I edit a live an ongoing stream? Details. Thumbnail. Upload. I mean, hey, it worked. Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Hear you loud and clear. YouTube on my end is messing up the stream quality. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it's your end. Because if it's my end, then I have no idea. Cool. I'm here to dig out 3 chunks, and they're over here. 3 chunks over here. Should probably mark them out first. I have one of them marked out. That's hitboxes. That's tooltips. Dang it. G. There we go. That is chunks. Chunk quarters. Whatnot. Okay, so this is gonna cut into my house a little bit, but that's okay. I can live with that. I'm gonna have to, at some point... Wait, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I always forget what I'm trying to say. I usually like to, when I build slime farms, I like to dig it all the way down from the surface to bedrock. So this one I'm gonna have to do a little bit different so I can keep my house there. Although, my house is only supposed to be a temporary thing. So whatever. Let's just start digging, right? Get all the sand so I can get rid of the water. Damn. Bloop. Not much to say. I'm just gonna be digging things. I should probably have thought this through a little bit better and made an actual live stream plan, but I just thought I have a grindy thing to do. Let's live stream, you know? It's been about a week since I last did one, and I'm wanting to do them a little bit more frequently now, so nothing gets done if you don't start, right? Last time I was considering, last live stream, I was trying to make it like a podcast kind of thing, so that I would just be talking and, you know, treating it like a podcast that people could just listen to. I kind of suck at that right now because I feel like my commentary is a little off game. Not feeling the best. Kind of happens when you're stuck inside for, jeez, now it's been like 5 weeks, so. Yep, week 5 of our 2-week quarantine is still going. It's like Wally. How did Wally go? Oh, hey, Lily of the Valleys. Cool. Yeah, how did Wally go? It was like year 700. I don't remember. It was like a long time of their 5-year cruise. It's a damn good joke in that movie. That's what I constantly think of about this quarantine. Speaking of Pixar movies, actually, Onward is out on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it yet, though. I was planning on watching it. Well, I was hoping to watch it with my dad because we've seen most Pixar movies together as a family. But obviously, I haven't been over to his house in a little while to do that. I went over Easter. I probably shouldn't have, but my mom wanted me to go give my sister her Easter basket. She lives with my dad, so I got to go over there for a little bit, and we finished Star Wars Rebels, which was cool. You hadn't seen that yet, and yeah, I had. So we went ahead and we watched it and finished it, and now he's seen that. I'm actually the newest arc of the Clone Wars has started, and I'm really interested. Well, I'm really interested. I really want him to watch it because it has a lot of Rebels tie-ins in that episode specifically that I think he would notice and think is cool. I'm gonna need to bring my beacon over once I get all this water out here. But in the meantime, I will just place sand, get the water out, and then we can start doing the big dig. I don't know why I'm deciding to do this in 3 chunks. I just found a 3-chunk spot near my base to build a slime farm. You really only need 1 chunk, especially for a small server like this, but you know, the bigger the farm, the cooler it is. I might as well go all out. Okay, could I stop freaking out, please? Thank you. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory that I really don't need. Do I have sand in here? I do. That is useful. Cool. New snapshot's been out, by the way, instead of just the blackstone and all that. We have, what was it, the Bastion Remnants, and then the Magma Cube spawner. As soon as I saw a spawner, I went and I tried to design a farm for it, and I think it went well actually. Designed a farm for it. It worked kind of efficiently, about as efficiently as you can get a spawner farm to work. And I made a little tutorial for it, so yeah, when people eventually get to that point. I can't really imagine too many people want to be making a Magma Cube spawner farm. It's really just another farm you can make. Just because Magma Cubes aren't really the most, you know, they don't drop the most valuable of resources. Magma Cream, I mean, it's really only useful for fire resistance potions and magma blocks. But hey, if you need a ton of magma blocks, there you go. There's an easy way to AFK for it. It's a little bit different than my usual tutorial videos. I made a tutorial for it, by the way, because I didn't build it in the video. Yeah, I just went ahead and kind of showcased it and explained how to build it. So we'll see how that does. Probably not very well, I don't imagine, because like I said, it's not really the most. It's not going to be a really widely sought after kind of farm. Like some of the other tutorials I have, I have the gold farm tutorial that does really well. I have that Ender farm that does really well. So yeah. But man, as is tradition, I'm gonna have to discuss Star Wars a little bit here extra. You know, that newest episode of the Clone Wars, man, that was insane. Dude, I was smiling the whole time, basically for like the first 15 minutes. And I just felt sad. I just felt sad during. I'll try. Words. I'll try not to mention spoilers too much, but there's a certain goodbye scene that is kind of sad if you think about it too much. So it doesn't play itself off as very sad though, which is interesting. But with the context of Star Wars Rebels, you know it's the last time these two characters will meet before, you know, you know what, whatever, before Rebels. But damn, it's really interesting. They played it off as kind of a movie intro, which is really cool. Because it's, and I mean, it is. It's kind of the penultimate finale to the show. So they could have really easily made that the Clone Wars movie instead of the original baby Jabba the Hutt thing. And I mean, hey, people would have gone to see that instead of in, you know, theaters, probably. I pretty much guarantee it. Would have liked a Clone Wars movie, actually, like a sequel in theaters. Especially with the quality they've gotten now with the animation. That would look really good. Jeez, okay. I have a lot of water to clear out here. But this is just the way I like to do things to get all the way to Bedrock. And get lots of resources very quickly. Also, it looks cool if you get to place glass on the top layer of the surface, and then, you know, look down, and it'll usually look really cool. Man, I've been playing way too much Minecraft on this quarantine thing. Like, it's kind of unhealthy, I bet you. Oh, whoops. I have not filled in this part yet. Okay, I have a little bit of sand left. I think I'm going to fill this in. Whatever. I have no idea what to talk about. What should I even talk about, man? I gotta keep my commentary up, man. I gotta work on these little skills. Video editing is so much better. It's so much better to make videos than it is to stream, for me, anyway. Because I tend to lose my train of thought a lot when I'm speaking. In video editing, you could just cut that kind of chatter out, or you could merge it together. It could take me 10 tries to say a sentence. You know, sometimes I'll just completely lose all sense of syntax and then just say some bizarre thing that makes absolutely no sense. Oh, I should probably go dump this quartz off at my base blocks so I can use this shulker box. Yeah, let's just do this. This is where I am storing all my blocks to build my base. There we go. Alright, and then I can just use this to store... Not those. Let's just dump in the chiseled stone brick for now. Don't really need it. We've got these chunk border outline things, and that's helpful enough. I haven't actually checked to see if these are slime chunks or not, so I'm digging these out, trusting amidst. Get away, fucking squid. Come on, there we go. I don't actually need slime for anything. I'm just building a slime farm. Don't know why then, you know? I guess you need slime for some things that come up, but I can't imagine I'll be building anything that needs, like, you know, a ton of slime blocks. I don't really have as many plans for the Cakecore SMP as I had for, say, Flatlands. Like, Flatlands, I still have like 10 episodes ahead planned out for exactly what I wanted to do in that episode. But for Cakecore, I only have this one episode. This is the last one I had a plan for, so after this, it's just gonna have to be a bunch of, I assume, farms and continuing work on my base up there. Maybe doing some more silly things with Caesar and whatnot. I have some ideas. I mean, what, episode 5 just came out the other day, and right now, this slime farm is actually going to be like episode 9, I think. So I've backlogged 3 more episodes that are already uploaded and scheduled. But hey, Cakecore Smp is fun. I enjoy, you know, playing on it. I enjoy making the videos for it. So yeah, I'm continually trying to improve my skills at it. Skills at making videos, make better videos, and eventually maybe I'll be good enough to do it as a full-time job. Although that will never happen. So it's really just wishful thinking. But there you go. So my plan B got. Oh, I actually have some school stuff to talk about. It's really interesting. There you go. Yeah, I completely screwed up, and I didn't see. Well, I got a grant for some codes, for some online codes for class, and I waited too long to ask for it. First of all, so I had about a week until I needed those codes. So I asked for it. I got it. The money moved over, or I was told the money moved over. And then a couple days before those assignments were due that I needed the code for, I called because I was procrastinating, right? I didn't want to talk on the phone. I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people, especially having to ask for things. So anyway, yeah, I did that. And then where am I going with this? The truth? That would be the optimal thing to do, right? I forgot my train of thought, if you couldn't tell. This is one of those moments where I completely forgot what I was talking about. And I'm just trying to talk to fill in the void as I try to remember where I was. Dang it. Hold on. Let me pull on my Jimmy Neutron brain powers. Try to think what the heck I was talking about. School codes called 2 days early. Okay. Yeah. So I called it a little bit late, not early. So I called them, and they told me that the money hadn't been moved over yet. So I messed up. So I had to call again. I had to call 2 people. So I called the bookstore first. They told me the money hadn't moved over. So then I had to call financial aid again, and then they had to call the bookstore, and then they called me back. And it was a lot of calling people, and then calling people back, which is nerve-wracking because I absolutely hate talking to people on the phone, which is why this story sucks, as you can tell. I hate talking on the phone, but here I am talking on a microphone to myself in front of 0 people. Haha, get it? Because okay, whatever. You know, yeah, that happened. Lots of phone calls later. It eventually worked out, so all is well. I got my codes just in time to do my assignments, of which I didn't actually do any of them except the exams, because okay, I have a bug to pick with McGraw-Hill Connect, which is the absolute worst system, or, you know, freaking, what is it called, curriculum-based thing that online professors could have ever done. Holy crap, guys, this thing is like $250, right, first of all. And the assignments are each like 60-70 questions. You have to get every single one of them right. And there's one of them for every single chapter. And there's like 15 chapters, by the way. Each time they're due. So that means like 15 chapters times 60-70 questions. You have to get every single one of them right to get 100. And you can't get anything less than 100 because, yeah, it'll just not give you credit if you don't get every question right. It sucks. And on top of that, you're supposed to do a bunch of quizzes that they give you for it, and then you're supposed to do a bunch of labs that she gives you, that I assume are her own, although they're really not, because you can find the answers to them on Google. So, yeah, I don't understand how how any college professor actually has their job. Honestly, it kind of confuses the heck out of me, okay? Why any of these college professors have jobs, because none of them are actually doing anything. All they're doing is downloading questions off of Google and then re-uploading to them under their own name, calling it a curriculum, making thousands of dollars for the school by, you know, well, there you go, that's why they have a job, because they make the students pay $300 for a new curriculum on top of their tuition for these online codes to do their assignments. The school's like, hey, you're making us good money, you can keep your job even though you weren't doing absolutely anything. I have a lot of issues with online schooling and college in general. College is kind of a scam. I hold my full truth to that. I think that is, if anything's true in this world, it is that online college and college in general is a scam. I don't think I've learned anything in college yet, honestly. I know more about accounting, which is going to be my career, based on what I learned by myself while I was studying for UIL in high school. Yep, in high school. And even in high school, I had an accounting teacher that really didn't know anything about accounting, really, so... Well, she knew a little bit, but she wasn't, like... She probably wasn't on the level that you should have been for a high school teacher. Not that anyone was. My physics teacher didn't even have a license to teach physics. So... she was just doing it. I had a weird school. Small town schools, man. They just don't care. Which is fair enough. I hear that most of the high school students this year are already they're just gonna graduate. Like they don't even need to finish out their school year. Which I get that some people are kind of upset about it. Some kids are like, we're not gonna get a prom or whatever. But I didn't go to any of that in high school senior because I just really didn't like it. I was not that kind of social person. I didn't like anybody in my class. I didn't, you know, I much preferred going on the internet, talking to my online friends, and, you know, having this life as Zencher, which, I mean, I still prefer. But this is pretty much my life now, which is great, because I've kind of set it up so that right now I can focus on YouTube and whatnot, and then just in the background kind of be working on my plan B, which is accounting. Although I tell everyone else that it's the opposite way, you know? Like I'm working hard on accounting in school, but having Zenjer on as the background, that's what I tell my family basically. But no, it's the other way down. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying hard, man. I'm trying hard to improve the quality of my videos. And as soon as this thing blows over, I really wish it does, because I need a job and I need money, specifically to get specifically to get money to buy a new microphone. I want to get a really nice microphone. This one isn't the best. It was like a $20 cheap one, but it's the only good one I have because it's a USB one and it doesn't cause any kind of background noise or ringing or whatnot. So it's the only really good microphone I have. Anyway, I think we're good to bring the beacon over. Did we just get all the water out? We did. Nice. Let me go grab my beacon. But yeah, I've been focusing a lot on improving my editing and improving commentary, improving, you know, whatnot. So hopefully those videos stay good. I've been doing the tutorials as kind of like a cheap way to try and get, what is it, attention and whatnot. But you know, it's not really my cup of tea. But although you know, I'm still trying it out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Where the heck did I put my beacon? This is actually strange. I don't remember putting it anywhere specifically. Is it in my heads box? That would be kind of weird. No, it's not my heads box. In case of emergency, no. Oh, I know where it is. It's in my emerald blocks. There we go. Emerald blocks. Okay, let's build a full beacon. Get an emerald to power it. Cool. Okay. Okay. What do we got over here? Let's place the beacon kind of as low as we can get it. So like over here. Ooh, nice fit right there. Nice and snug. It's so nice that I can just make full emerald beacons whenever I want. I can make full iron beacons too, because I have the iron farm. Oh, by the way, all the Cakecore advancements were added. And so I got my own. One of them being kill an iron golem, trade for a mending book, and then collect 64 emerald blocks, which I have done most of. I even traded for a mending book, but it didn't work, so just gonna have to hope Pat fixes up that plugin at some point. No, this isn't off. Okay, I was very concerned there for a second that it was, but we're all good. I'll find here. Beacon. You don't need to go sleep. Haste. 2. Let's get some chests too, so we can place some stuff down. And finally get to the good progress of it all. Do. 1 second, I'm just gonna check on some things. Okay. That looks good. And okay, never mind. I was sorry about that. Anyway, let me get some chests here. 6 will work fine. I have so much wood. I did like a massive wood mining session the other day to build my shop, which is another episode coming out, by the way. Geez, yeah, I mean, I backlogged quite a bit. I built my shop like 2 weeks ago, and it still hasn't come out as an episode, so oh well. Let's fly down here quick. Should we dig this out chunk by chunk, or should we just dig it all out at once? Chances are, if I dig it out chunk by chunk, I'll just want to not dig the other 2 out. So I should probably dig out all 3 at once, just to make sure that I do it. Oh no, I thought I was done. I've lied to myself. It's okay. We can quickly fill that in with some stone. We just dug up. There we go. What the heck is that? What? What? Okay. All good. All good now. I haven't streamed to Twitch in a little while. I was streaming to Twitch a little bit back in the day when I was playing Future Fight. It didn't. I mean, it was okay. But Future Fight, I've kind of lost interest in, so I haven't really done that. And every time I've tried to stream Minecraft on Twitch, it just hasn't gone very well. Like literally nobody's joined, even though I was streaming for like 2 hours, which was kind of oof. But there you go. What are you gonna do? Not that streaming's all about people joining and whatnot. Obviously, I've been streaming to basically 0 viewers this whole time. There we go. It feels like I obviously don't even have, you know, the 300 odd subscribers I have on YouTube. I don't have that kind of audience on Twitch even, so there's not even the chance of someone joining. I could multi-stream too. That is also an idea. But that's also a bad idea, I think, honestly. I don't really think I can manage 2 different chats at once. Not because they'd be moving too fast, but just because my second monitor is already pretty much full just with the YouTube stuff. And yeah, I don't really fancy multi-streaming. I don't really see the point. I don't really want to build an audience on Twitch or anything. Honestly, Twitch is kind of dying out, so hopefully YouTube dies out too, man. Haha, get wrecked, YouTube. Nobody likes you. What the heck is this? Oh, this is my corner piece. Okay, so this is the end of the line. I need to dig any of this out. Yep, nope, just dig out to the edge here. Right there. Oh, gravel. Nice, okay. I have corona, okay. All good. Sorry about that. I should have muted or something. Can't go back and change that now. Okay, what do I talk about now? What do I fill the empty void of my life with now? I don't know, man. Our washing machine's still broken here at the house, my place. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. We got a new piece to fix it, but it did not work. So we had to get we're going to have to get a repair guy to come out, which is unfortunate because those are usually very expensive. Anyway, he's coming in Saturday, so tomorrow. Hopefully he fixes it up. Because if not, I'm gonna have to go to the laundromat on Sunday and spend basically the entire day there, which does not sound fun. Gotta say. Inventory's full. Did I not? No, I did. I was gonna say, where the heck did I put my choker box? Okay, we could leave this hill, honestly. But we could leave this hill because I have stuff on top of it. I have my house on half of it, and then I have a little snow farm there as well. And we don't really need to dig out this whole area. I just like to do it for aesthetic reasons. So we can leave this part here. Oh. Yeah. And then we'll just dig down all the way to bedrock on the other parts. Leave the glass there. I'm not sure what we'll do, honestly, to merge the two here. We don't even really need a slime farm this big, but we're doing it anyway. It is difficult to talk about things because there's not really much going on anymore. Yep. Just digging in Minecraft. Yay. I've kind of exhausted all my topics, honestly. I need a thing to discuss. Music, books. Books is a good one. If you noticed, I have my sword name. It's called Brissinger. Brissinger. I don't know, however you pronounce it. That is a play on the infamous Aragon books, which is my favorite book series, actually. I read it like 4 times as a kid. So yeah, it was really good. I recently looked at a lot of like reviews and stuff for it, and it was surprisingly low. A lot of people didn't like it, apparently. It apparently has a kind of a bad rep, which, you know, fair enough. The reasoning for it having a bad rep is kind of fair, because it's kind of a Star Wars ripoff. I noticed those similarities too when I was reading it, even in 7th grade. basically Star Wars but with dragons and not space. But you know, it's still my favorite book series of all time. It has its own. It has some parts that are, you know, it separates it from the rest of the actual Star Wars and whatnot. Supposedly there's going to be a book 5 at some point, which is exciting to hear, and I assume he won't. That's where it'll start being maybe a little bit more original. Maybe people will give him a little bit more slack. But geez, looking at that made me realize how harsh book critics are. Looking at all those reviews for it. My goodness. Like I watched the movie back when I first finished the series, because there was one movie made about the first book, and it was terrible because it was completely unlike the book. Like they didn't stay true to the book at all, which is why I did so badly, honestly. But then that movie was also, you know, struck really hard for just being basically a Star Wars ripoff. Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings kind of thing. Which is cool that what it sounds, but a lot of people I guess just weren't fond of how seriously it was just straight up Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings. Like literally almost plot beat for plot beat. I still think that there's a lot different about it that separates it from those kind of things, but I see where people have come from. Still, as I say, my favorite book series. The third book was definitely my favorite, although a lot of people were dissatisfied with the ending too, apparently, which kind of surprises me, because I really liked the ending of the book series. Not my favorite book, obviously. The third book is really good. I don't even remember what made it so good. I think it was all the Roran stuff about Aragon's brother. It went into him in battle and all that fun stuff. It's kind of funny that Aragon's kind of the least interesting character in the entire book series, but yeah, sometimes you're into both of them. Sometimes you're only into one side. I remember, I think it was the second time I read the book series, or maybe it was the third time. I skipped over all of Aragon's parts to get to Roran's, and then went back and read all of Aragon's. It was kind of funny, but yeah, I was kind of bored reading about that. I remember skipping over one part in the third book when I first read it, because it was like a bunch of dwarf politics stuff, and I didn't really fancy it. But then I went back and actually read it the second time through, and I quite enjoyed it. So I guess it was kind of like a maturity thing. I wasn't exactly ready for that. The kids are gonna love it. Anyway, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Just about ready to start digging properly. I have so many picks ready too. I should probably be digging with my fortune so I can get some cobblestone, because I already have so much stone. I really don't need normal stone now. I need cobblestone, because I might be using that for my base. Cobblestone. I need to work on that big ring that is outside of it, the big oval shape. Once I finish that, I'll work on that before I do the towers, probably, because I need a way to get up there without flying and wasting rockets. Oh my goodness, I don't even know why I'm mining iron. I don't even need it. I haven't been smelting my iron ore either, just because there's no point. It's more valuable as ore, because then it's a building block. My iron is... I have so much iron that I'm just trading it for emeralds. I was originally going to use iron on my base build, but I haven't found a good spot to use it yet in the palette. So I've really just been using 3 blocks, that being the smooth quartz, the nether brick, and the cyan terracotta. That is pretty much all I've used so far. Should probably probably introduce another block. Oh, I've used the androids and the gray stained glass panes as well. So I guess there's another block there, another couple blocks there. Let's just fill that in there. Don't want this to be spotty on the walls. A lot of mining sections are weird like that. People just leave it ugly and not smooth on the walls. I don't plan on replacing these walls with anything, but I do tend to like to leave them smooth at least, mostly. That way mobs can't spawn in the little crevices. Also, it just looks a little bit nicer, even if it's not all one block. Man, I am out of topic to discuss, guys. I am straight out of it. Let's see. I've been listening to a few podcasts and stuff while I've been doing some grind work on the base. Nothing too much different. Although my audiobook site, staraudiobooks.com, that seems to be working again. So I've been able to listen to a little bit more of Thrawn. Yeah, which is nice. I really do enjoy that listening to that audiobook when I get a chance to. It's nice and long, kind of a prequel to Star Wars Rebels, which is nice. There's so many Star Wars audiobooks I need to listen to that I want to listen to. Just make up the time, you know. Man, I really wish Star Wars would just get their stuff together and make another animated show already. one that's preferably set between 6 and 7 and actually follows the original trilogy characters. That would be the thing. That's all anyone ever really wants, right? They just want to hear more about those characters and what they were up to between those two movies that we know nothing about, basically. Because, let's be honest, nobody's reading the books, nobody's reading the comics, but so many people would watch a show, or a movie, or whatever the heck they want to do. But nope, they're just gonna go back to a really boring era with the High Republic. A completely new era that's untouched. But yeah, but you created this whole new era with the sequel trilogy, and now you're just gonna leave it behind? You're not gonna explain anything? What are you doing? It makes me sad sometimes. They're just abandoning that project just because of a couple trolls. But there you go. I was getting kind of worked up last night, actually, looking at a bunch of online troll boards and whatnot. That's a weird way to say it. Looking at comment sections of Star Wars memes is essentially what I was doing. Getting worked up about people complaining about Star Wars and all of this kind of stuff that just blows my mind how stupid people are sometimes. You know, I'm passionate about Star Wars. I have these. I'm one of the few people I feel like that genuinely enjoys everything Star Wars. Mostly, for the most part, I enjoy it all. I don't hate any of it. Oh man. I talk about Star Wars too much. I apologize again. Oh dear. Oh, I do have something interesting. This one's actually Marvel related. It's not Star Wars. Last night, what was it? Jeremy Conrad, Manabite. He tweeted out something about someone had an earlier homecoming than expected, and then he tweeted an image of Daredevil. from the TV show. I was like, wait, what? And he never explained it, man. He never explained what the heck he meant. Like, did he get some insider information that Daredevil's coming into the MCU picture? Like, what the heck, man? You gotta actually explain it. Like, I'm getting a little bit of high hopes here because there had been a leak about, what was it, the newest season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And this one obviously being produced under Marvel Studios instead of Marvel Television, because it's kind of been swallowed over, which means that Kevin Feige has a hand in this latest season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Anyway, yeah, this newest season has a little bit of tie-in, according to the leaks, a little bit of tie-in to Infinity War and Endgame with the snap, which is very exciting. And has a little bit of tie into Agent Carter, another TV show. That one's been confirmed, actually, which only helps confirm the leak a little bit. But we already kind of knew that because there was a leaked set photo like a year and a half ago that the same character would be coming back on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to some things like Marvel or Star Wars. I try to just consume. I mean, I have nothing better to do sometimes, you know. Just multitasking. I do a lot of Minecraft routines. I do a lot of just a boring, tedious work like this one, which means that I can kind of just listen to things as I do other things, and eventually it all adds up. So I'm kind of getting a little bit too low for these chests, aren't I? Yeah. We'll use sand for this, because why not? Just gonna make a little bit of a staircase up. There we go. That works. Oh dear. I hope these through are slime chunks. Apparently they are, according to admits, but I've been lied to by admits before about slime chunks, so I probably should have checked first. I don't need this chunk border thing anymore. It's just getting annoying. I lost my train of thought again. I don't know where I was going with that point about Marvel and Star Wars and whatnot. Anyway, how is this looking from afar? That's what I am curious about. Ooh, I actually kind of like how it dips underneath that hill. YouTube is a unique art form. If you have fun, chances are your audience will enjoy the content and have fun too. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I've been having fun with Cakecore and all that other stuff, so hopefully you guys can tell, if you are watching it, hopefully you can tell that I've been having fun with making those videos and whatnot. I've been trying to improve, but no, it's an art that takes time. I haven't really taken YouTube seriously in the 5 years that I've been doing it, so now that I finally am, and I'm trying to put effort into my videos, I hope people notice it. Looking awesome, indeed it is. I think it does look pretty good. Oh dear. That's why I like digging it from the surface all the way down to bedrock. It just improves it so much. You can put glass and stuff on top of it to make it have that effect. Like what Iskell did it a lot in like season 5 of Minecraft. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this one. You can tell by that freaking base over there, I've been putting so much freaking effort into it. This is like 3 or 4 double chests of quartz blocks right here. This is too much. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a glass thing, like Iskell did a lot in season 5 of Hermitcraft with the fog effect. placing a bunch of layers of glass in between, and then you can barely see something. And so doing like a big chasm here with a fog effect, yeah, that would look really cool. I've actually not seen a slime farm in the design of three chunks in a linear line before. I've seen them in like 2, and I've seen them in like, I've seen them in like, ooh, dang it, in like this kind of design, like a cross. There we go. I finally said it. But yeah, I've not seen one like 3 in a line before, so it'll be interesting to try and figure that challenge out. I assume it'll just be kind of a simple case of running a bunch of iron golems in this wall here. And the slimes will go kill it, fall on magma blocks, and that will be that. Very simple. I don't need this much slime, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with this slime. Actually, I've been thinking of trying to do some pranks on the server. I want it to be big, is what I mean here. I want it to be a big prank that would hopefully people would, kind of laugh at. And I don't really want to copy a prank that I saw before, but it was so long ago that I don't even know if anyone else would remember it. And I don't even remember where I saw it. It might have been on the Evo server with Grian, or it might have been on like Minecraft. It was so long ago, I have no idea. But I want to cover basically the shopping district in slime. Yep, and we look like a snot thing. I don't remember. Someone built like a really ugly troll face or something, and he had like a runny nose. And I guess the lore was that he snotted all over the shopping area or the main area, and there was slime just everywhere. And I think it came out. I think they did it right when it came out, so that must have been. Gosh, that must have been forever ago. But again, I don't want to steal people's prank ideas, I want to be more original than that. So I'll probably have to think a little bit harder than that one. Use my Jimmy Neutron brain and come up with something a little bit more original. I've been struggling a lot with that, ideas and whatnot. I'm trying, man. I am, but it's kind of difficult. Did anyone play a lot of card games in high school and whatnot? Because I remember playing way back when I was, so this would have been, I learned in like 7th or 8th grade, and then I continued doing it through about 10th grade, and then everyone kind of stopped doing it. But I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The show. I never actually watched any anime. I kind of really don't like the art style, so I don't really watch it. But a friend of mine did, and he got me into playing the card game. And the card game is kind of fun, actually. So, yeah, I got myself a deck. I played that for like 3 years until I realized that my deck sucked when I moved schools. And fortunately, it was kind of funny, actually. When I moved schools, I was just chilling in the library, reading a book. I didn't have friends. This was just my life. And then I saw a bunch of guys come in and sit across at another table, and they all just pulled out a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and started dueling each other. I was like, bruh, this is perfect. And so the next day I brought my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they came in and sat and set up in that same spot. So fortunately, it was kind of like a thing they did. And so I brought mine, and then I introduced myself, and yeah, I joined them a little bit, and it was kind of fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. Even though I never watched the show, were never interested in the show, playing it was really fun. I remember spending $40 on like this really good really good deck of cards, because these guys were more serious players than I was used to at my previous school, where we just kind of had, like, we all bought like 3 packs for $2, and then that made 40 cards, and that was our deck, you know? So, yeah, we actually put together cards and decks and whatnot. My advice for making content is to be careful about making progress reports and do real-time, genuine content. I've seen you do it a lot, and it really brings up the quality of content. And I completely get being the library kid. Yeah. Wait, be careful about making progress reports. Oh, yeah. I do a lot of just, I did this, now, next time, progress update, now I do this. I don't know, I find it sometimes when I'm watching videos, what I try to do when I make my own videos is I try to think of what I would enjoy watching. So, I watch a lot of Let's Play videos, mainly Hermitcraft, but a few other, you know, single player worlds and whatnot. So I try to think of what I would enjoy that person to do, and then I try to do it myself, add my own personality to it, maybe. And yeah, you know, sometimes I don't really want to watch myself in a video build, for example, build for 20 minutes, this base here. I don't really want to watch someone place down all these slabs for 10 minutes. What I would like to do is I would like to watch someone place down 10 slabs, and then cut, and then they place down 1,000 slabs, you know? And so that's what I try to do. I try to make it like, I place a little bit, say this is the design, and then poop. Now this is what it actually should look like. And I kind of like making huge amounts of progress in videos. I completely enjoy that. I think making more progress in videos makes it more interesting, because then it feels like you went on more of a journey to get there in a shorter amount of time. I don't know. That's just how I enjoy watching videos. I get some people just like to sit down, one shot record something. But for me, that's kind of more of the live stream feel, where it's more of a chill kind of thing. That is seriously one of the things a YouTuber can't say, making content that you watch yourself. Yeah, that's been my philosophy, basically, as I've been doing this YouTube thing. Or trying to do YouTube, anyway. Well, anyway, since I got serious, you know. At some point I was like, I wouldn't watch these videos, why am I making them? Some of my Let's Plays that were just like, you know what, like watching them back in editing, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably click off this video. And that was the point that I realized, you know, maybe I should put a little bit more effort into this if I'm wanting to be serious about it, you know? Yeah, back to the library thing, actually. I really was a library kid, like, all in spirit and everything. I was even library aide quite a bit, just because I was one of the kids that hung in there every day. I was one of the few kids that, you know, I was in there every day. I was in there during lunch. I was in there for my off periods. And it's kind of a thing that I just kind of did. I was the same way about, oh, my pic's about to break, jeez. I was the same way about, what was it, my physics class. So this is an interesting story. When I was in physics, this is I think my junior year. I wasn't very good at physics, by the way. I just hung in there out there during my lunch period. And near the end of the year, our final project was to build a Rube Goldberg machine with our entire class. Right? No, every class had a section of the Rube Goldberg machine that had a bank. And so I would be very serious about... I got very serious and very into it, is what I should say. I need to sleep. And so during my lunch periods that I would hang out in there anyway, I would just continue to work on it. And then every chance I got in a class, because my school sucked and we didn't really ever do anything in class, every chance I got, open chest, open, there we go. Every chance I got, I would try and get back into my physics class to work on the Rube Goldberg machine. And so over time, I probably spent around 60 hours total inside that room working on it. And we almost got it working, man. We almost did. It never worked in the end, which is unfortunate. But I spent so long in there that my professor at the end of the year gave me the merit award for physics, which was funny. I was not into physics at all. I just really liked the idea of making a Rube Goldberg machine. And so I got the AP Physics Merit Award for that class. I also got it for my AP English class that year. I don't really know why. She just, I guess, liked me. And I was the only kid in the entire school who had gotten merit awards for both the AP classes, because we only had the two AP classes. But that was very cool when it happened. I never passed the AP Physics test. I got a 1 like everyone else. But I did pass my AP English test, so yep, got myself some college credit for that. Man, AP English was frustrating because you had to write so many essays. What a scam that was, right? I don't really even think it improved my writing skills, honestly. I couldn't even tell you the 3 types of essays I had to write now. But I think you had to write 3 different types of essays in like 2 hours. Wish I could watch longer, but I have lots of things to do. No worries, man. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Overuse those smiley faces. No worries. I use emoticons a lot too. You always gotta trust people that use those. They're the real ones. Also did a Rube Goldberg at the end of the year. Yeah, mine, actually I should talk about a little bit about that, what I did specifically. One of my section was, see, a lot of people were building sections that would lead whatever effect that was going on from top to bottom. And so, you know, because it's easier to make things like roll down a hill, but it was challenging to make something roll up a hill, you know? So what I tried to do was I tried to design something that would go from down to up. So what I had going on was someone's like marble or ball or whatever that would end up on the floor. I would like have it trigger a mousetrap, and then that would trigger like a marble falling, and the mousetrap would be attached to a string. The mousetrap would fall off like a book. Actually, yeah, it'd fall off a book because the racetrack would fall, hit the mousetrap on the book, and then do that. You know what I'm trying to get to. It's a Rube Goldberg machine. We had to make something happen. Yeah, and then the mousetrap would fall off. It was attached to a string. The string would fall down, or pull a little bit, which would release a marble that would kind of slowly roll across a kind of a flat surface up top. And then, of course, the person next to us also decided to make something that was bottom to top. So we just had to bring like a spiral thing. So my whole part was pointless, but I got to help with a bunch of other people's thing. The way we started, it was cool, actually. We had to set something down that would basically slide down like a ramp that would knock like a pin off of a balloon that was filled up, and then the balloon would shoot forward and begin the machine. I don't remember exactly what was supposed to happen, but it didn't work. There was always one section that never worked, and it was never always the same section. It was a different section every freaking time. Well, we could just never do it right. I miss doing stuff like that, honestly. Having like a big project with other people. A big actual project, I mean, like with real life people. But I mean, hey, I don't miss being enslaved and going to school every day for absolutely no compensation on my part. That I do not miss. That was pretty bad. School is low-key slavery. You don't get compensated for going there. I hate it. I hate school so much. There's no reason. I never learned anything. I never felt like I learned anything valuable. And I didn't really have much of a social life, so there wasn't even that going for me. Just kind of preferred to do my own thing, you know? And I think a lot of people that play, you know, now are, in this community anyway, are kind of the same way, just kind of introverted. Oh dear. I've kind of distanced myself from the community a little bit too. I was kind of doing my own thing for a little while there until Cakecore started becoming more. Until I started becoming more involved with Cakecore, did the live stream with them and whatnot. Oh dear. Do I need to keep going up? I do. Hey, I mean, we're digging down, we're making progress. Can't complain. Okay, we got it. Oh, we're actually almost at the Y level 40. That's quick. I think Y level 40 is the last level slimes will spawn on. So once we hit that, we can fly up and see if we can get some slimes. I've once again exhausted all my topics. I'm sorry. I don't know what to discuss here. Let me just pick some things up. I think I might end the live stream, honestly. I don't want these little live stream podcast things to go on too long. The last one ended a little bit abruptly because yeah, my mom came home from work and I got groceries, so I had to go, you know, put those all up. So that one ran a little bit short. This one's run actually a little bit long because we're a little over an hour. That's okay though. Most of the beginning was set up, so I don't feel too bad about having this run on too long here. But alright, I'm satisfied with the progress here. We dug out. Honestly, if we were just digging out one chunk, we probably would have finished. But since we're digging out 3, there you go. Not bad progress, actually. Yeah, that's looking good. Eventually, we'll get some slime cooking. Maybe I can build some kind of farm that needs slime blocks. Can't imagine any wood. Anyway, yep. I'm ending it here, guys. Thank you for watching this live stream podcast thing. Let me throw some stuff in this chest here first. There we go. That's better. All right. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you in another stream. So yeah.